Following Elon Musk's dramatic fallout with Donald Trump, the world's richest man announced the launch of a new political party named the America Party. He says to give Americans back their freedom. For much of its history, the political landscape of the United States has seen two dominant forces. You've heard of them, the Democrats and the Republicans. Now, Musk has been saying that the US two-party system is essentially a uniparty with similar financial policies. And so while Musk's announcement has generated widespread interest, it also raises an important and recurring question. Why does America have a two-party system? And can any third party realistically succeed? Let's begin by highlighting first that America doesn't have a two-party system by law. Contrary to what you believe or common belief, when the US Constitution was established in 1789, it made no mention of political parties. In fact, dozens of political parties have been formed throughout American history. The persistence, however, of the two-party system is not a result of law, but of electoral design. Essentially, in America, in the setup, the candidate who receives the most votes wins, while all other votes effectively count for nothing, for zero. So there is no second place. The winner-take-all electoral system creates significant barriers for third parties, as voters often feel compelled to support one of the two major parties, essentially to ensure they don't waste their vote. Subsequently, potential voters for third-party candidates choose to align then with either the Democrats or the Republicans. This structure differs sharply from proportional representation systems used in many parliamentary democracies, including here in India, where legislative seats are allocated based on the percentage of votes a party receives. A second place exists, a third place exists. In such systems, smaller parties therefore gain representation even without winning a plurality in any one district. America, not the case. So beyond that hurdle, the voting system itself that I told you about, a host of institutional, socialization and logistical barriers also hinder third-party viability. Ballot access laws vary by state. They're frequently burdensome for new parties to figure out. The Democratic and Republican parties also control vast fundraising networks, donor bases, political infrastructure, and so they are formidable opponents for any outsider, no matter how well funded. For even a figure like Elon Musk, with immense personal wealth, with all that public visibility, he would face long odds in actually overcoming these entrenched systems. And also remember that from a young age, Americans are often taught to identify with only two of these parties, identify with one of them. Through family, education and media, you're either a Democrat or a Republican. And so there's that mindset that emphasizes a binary choice in politics, that one must either choose one of these, of being a Democrat or a Republican, and there's nothing beyond that. Now, a 2024 Pew poll found that nearly all voters support either the Democrats or the Republicans. Ballotpedia data shows over 50 political parties exist, but few have gained much influence. We've hardly heard of anyone else. Famous third-party efforts include Ross Perot's 1992 Reform Party run, where he actually won 19% of the vote. The spoiler effect dynamic seen in the 2000 presidential election. You had Ralph Nader's Green Party candidacy, believed by many to have drawn votes away from Democrat Al Gore, contributing to George W. Bush's victory. Jill Stein in 2016 faced similar criticism after Hillary Clinton's loss to Trump. Think of them as woodcutters in a way. Donald Trump himself once ran briefly back in 2000 as a Reform Party candidate. He also considered then an independent run in 2012 before becoming the Republican nominee in 2016. So given these realities, the road ahead for Elon Musk, or for that matter any political entrepreneur seeking to disrupt the two-party order, is tough, it's steep. While his wealth, name, recognition and even media access offer significant advantages, history in America suggests that even the most charismatic, most well-funded third-party efforts tend to fizzle or get absorbed by one of the dominant parties. Moreover, questions about whether Musk himself is eligible to run for president under the US Constitution, because remember, he was born in South Africa. Elon Musk may have disrupted multiple industries, but disrupting the political duopoly, not monopoly, but duopoly, may prove to be his most difficult challenge yet.